Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for update sneak peek day number 1, where I'm allowed to get into everything you need to know about the update except the newest brawler Meg. We got a brand new exclusive pin pack around the corner along with skin pins inside them, some significant changes to Showdown Plus, all the new skins coming out in the update, and several other things. So hopefully you guys are all pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! So again, be sure you guys are staying tuned to the channel. This is, of course, only day number 1 of the sneak peeks. There is more to come, especially the newest brawler Meg. I know everyone is hyped up over Meg. She's going to be so much freaking fun, but yeah, guys, make sure to stay tuned. But without any further ado, we are starting things off over here in DevBuild, where we're greeted by a beautiful new purple background that isn't technically new, but we haven't seen it in a very long time because we're returning to the Metropolis theme, which is one of my favorite themes. It's time to get excited. But as you can see, just looking at the menu, we already have a few different UI changes, such as the placement of the gadgets and star powers being a little bit different, as well as the trophy count on the brawler that you currently have selected. And as you can see, you can select the skin on the brawler that is selected here with the new randomized skin selector, which honestly I think is a really interesting change and an exciting one. So straight here, you're able to select what skin you want to bring into the next match, as well as you can click random skins. So when you hop into the match, you don't know what skin you're going to be playing. I think it's fun. It's really fun. But with some of the fun UI changes out of the way, next I want to get straight away into the skins that we can expect to come out in this update, starting off with the one that we can get our hands on first, and that is V8-bit. Is this not an amazing skin? And the coolest thing is we can get this completely free. The challenge will be arriving on October 7th with the V8-bit Metropolis challenge, a 10-win challenge. So thank gosh it's not 15. This one is going to be a little bit easier than some challenges out there. So do your best if you're looking forward to get this skin. And of course, if you're not lucky enough to get this skin on the day of the challenge, it's going to be costing 79 gems, being released in the shop on October 10th. But taking a look at some of the animation changes, as you can see, he shoots off literally oil or gasoline. It's so freaking cool out of a gas pump gun here. And then the station, as you can see, a little bit different. Definitely well worth it, I feel like, for a skin that costs 79 gems. Animation changes for something that's 79 gems is always a really good deal. And the only other skin that we're getting here in this update is Gladiator Colette, the Supercell Make skin winner some time ago. This thing is going to be coming out as of right now on October 15th for 149 gems, which I think is a pretty dang good deal. This is an awesome skin. It's so weird seeing like a knight with only a shield and not a weapon, because Colette's weapon is something that she throws. As you can see, the animations are changing a little bit with a really awesome ending animation there with some swords that cross each other. So dang cool. And then we take a look at the super, pushing that shield forward with some animations and things tailing her. What is tailing her? Little helpers. That's so cool, man. But again, like I said before, these are the only 2 skins coming out that are purchasable with gems in this update. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty dang cool with that. I feel like this update is kind of short and sweet, but it has a lot of significant things in it. And if those aren't just like a ton of skins or gemmable things, I think that's a really rewarding update, right? A lot of game changes that everyone can enjoy. So really cool. I'm liking that. But next, everyone, it's time to get straight away into, I think, one of my favorite implementations in this update, and that is the introduction of skin pins. I know we have skin pins for chromatic brawlers here in the game, but not so much for the other brawlers. So having this being introduced is really exciting, for the sole purpose that this might be also happening for other brawlers in the game. The very first one is an exclusive pin that I believe we're getting for free, and that is the Dark Lord Spike pin. It's so big and the animation is amazing. But then moving along to the other skin pins here in this update for brawlers that are fitting with the Metropolis skins, which will also be making their way back into the game. The very first one is the Rockabilly Mortis pin with that golden background. Oh baby, it is looking so dang good. Next up, we have 8-bit's pin here being added to the game. Also no animations. The Rockabilly Mortis pin didn't have animations on it as well, but hey, that's something to look forward to in future updates. But a V8-bit pin here, and it's looking phenomenal. Next up, Barley is getting one of these skin pins as well, the Bake Sale Barley pin. It's so adorable, guys. I love these skin pins so much. We then have the Carl Road Rage Carl skin pin coming here to the game. I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming just because they don't have animations, but once they get animated, I'm very excited to see if they are any different, right? If they have some fun personality, because they are a skin pin. But this one is looking really good as well. And then the final one here is the Hot Rod Brock pin looking exceptional, guys. This one is one of my favorites. I feel like I like those sunglasses. Can't wait for this one to be animated as well. As we all saw in the Brawl Talk, once we obtain one of the Metropolis skins that also has a new special skin pin, we get that pin. We don't have to get all the skins in order to get that pin. And then once we obtain 5 skins out of the Metropolis skins, we also get that special pin pack. What's inside, I don't know. Maybe something special, or it could just be a generic pin pack. We really don't know at this point. But hey, if you have those skins already, that's a free pin pack, guys, and a bunch of free skin pins. That's very, very exciting. But next up, getting straight away into the small list of balance changes. Like I said, they are small, but pretty dang significant. Brock is getting a pretty dang huge change, if you ask me. And that is Brock is getting his radius of his explosion from each of his basic attack rockets by 50%. So yeah, the splash radius is a bit bigger and easier to hit more than one person with, but you'll also see that Brock is getting a little bit of a change to his basic attack. Brock is getting a pretty big list of nerfs in this balance change, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it when Brock was OP. He's really, really fun to use, and it was fun when he was a terror in the meta because he's not traditionally that crazy good in the game if we look at him in the past. But he's getting a damage reduction to his basic attack from 1,220 to 1,160, so pretty significant change to the damage output. You'll also see now that the gadget no longer adds any additional damage. It's just bigger and it deals the same amount, but it still takes out walls. Insane nerf. I feel like he relied a lot on that gadget to be pretty dang good here in the meta, but again, I feel like the gadget was really, really carrying him, and I think it's good that the Brawl Stars dev team is kind of taking the punch out of some gadgets like this. We don't want it to be gadget stars here in Brawl Stars, but either way, having a gadget that can destroy walls is significant in and of itself, and now that he has a larger radius to his basic attack, he's able to destroy more walls as well. And then finally, he's getting a main attack range reduction from 30 to 27 to kind of compensate for the area increase of his basic attack. So 3 different changes for nerfs and 1 significant to his character model, the way he plays in the game. Pretty dang crazy if you ask me. Next up, moving along to the only other buff we're getting in this update, and that is to Jackie, getting some pretty dang crazy changes. I think one change a lot of people in the community were asking for is there's no delay with the super. As you can see, you can use it and keep moving. This is huge for Jackie. Being stalled by your super was always a very negative thing for her, almost to the point where people didn't even want to use the super or couldn't find a way to use it that well. So you can kite around, use your super, be a little bit more scrappy. I think Jackie's going to be a completely different brawler with this change. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does here in the meta moving forward. Crazy change. And then the final change is going to Belle, and can you guess what it is? Yes, indeed, it is a nerf. I think needed. The very first change is she's getting a damage reduction from 1,100 to 1,040. As you can see, when maxed out, you're dealing 1,456 damage now. A very obscure amount of damage when compared to most of the other brawlers here in the game, but I think it's well deserved. Belle was one of the best brawlers in the entire game, if not the best brawler before this nerf. And then the final change to Belle to try to kind of take her down a peg here in this next update is the bounce damage is also getting a decrease from 550 to 520, but as you can see, we are maxed out, dealing 728 per bounce when maxed out. I think it's a much needed nerf, if you ask me. And there's also a nice sneaky change that I think is going to give Carl a little bit of an edge moving forward here in the meta, and that is a change to the heat injector gadget that he has, whereas before it would just follow you. It'd be things that were tailing you. The damage would come from just things trailing behind you, which honestly in retrospect was insanely easy to dodge and see through. But now, as you can see, when we activate the gadget, it trails your pickaxe, so you can use it much more tactically. You can use it to get a little bit of excess damage on a high safe there. Just activate the gadget, get some burn damage. Or if there's someone super close to dying, you can use one to get that little bit of chip damage on that brawler and just add more additional damage in general. I think a phenomenal change. I feel like the gadgets need to be balanced. I feel like a lot of people most definitely would be using Flying Hook as opposed to Heat Injector not being very useful in the slightest. So now you have a decision to make, right? Are you going to use the first gadget or the second gadget? Do you want mobility or more damage? I think it's a good balance here. There's really only a few more things that we need to discuss here in today's video. I know we went on a pretty long tangent about pins and pins that are coming out here in this next update, but there is more news on pins, and that is newly animated things. All the Brawl Day Rosa pins are getting animated, and the animations are phenomenal. Take a look at this basic one. She gets swallowed up by that plant that she's using. Super good, and the rest are also amazing. Some of just the default animations that we see from most of the pins here in the game. It is looking so dang cool, man. I love that pin. She gets swallowed up by the plant, and then we get additional animations with the background plants there. Amazing, dude. But that's not all. We're also getting changes to some of the Brawl Day pins here in the game as well, such as the Christmas Brawl Day pins. So dang good, guys. These additional details when it comes to updates are always super nice. It's the smaller things that count sometimes, if you ask me, but here we go. Not too shabby. Yay, that one's so adorable. A special stocking one. And then the snow globe is so cute. Look at him. Oh my gosh. And then a belly laugh. Yay, nice. Rocket. We have this one. Yes, that is so good. We have the Lunar New Year ones as well being animated. Amazing. What does this one look like? Yay, cute as well. So cute. So dang amazing. Your boy likes his pins here in Brawl Stars. I'm loving it. But the only other thing that I want to discuss with all of you guys in this update that is pretty dang significant is a change to Showdown Plus. The Brawl Stars dev team noticed that there was a little bit of teaming going on in Showdown Plus at higher trophies. So they changed the amount of trophies that you get per kill. You get 2 trophies as opposed to 1 before. But then vice versa, if you end up dying, you're going to lose 2. Guys, the potential in this game mode is going to increase even more. We're talking if you bust out and absolutely dominate in a Showdown Plus game, killing every single one of the opponents in that lobby, you're looking at 28 trophies. 28 trophies. Holy crap. I really enjoy Showdown Plus, and I like how they're putting a little bit more effort into it and trying to get it perfect for maybe a potential long-term game mode, a permanent game mode. I think we're all kind of wanting that here in the game. I like playing both. Maybe a little bit of attention was taken away from the Showdown, just traditional Showdown, but I don't know. Showdown Plus is really fun. But yeah, you guys, that is it for update sneak peek number 1. I'm really enjoying this update so far for a bunch of different reasons, one of which is I feel like we're getting a ton of changes that aren't just like purchasable, right? Free to play friendly updates where we can enjoy the update features and not just needing to purchase things. I know we are getting a legendary brawler here in Meg, which is also very tricky to get out of brawl boxes, needing to spend a lot of gems. But a lot of the awesome changes in this update aren't just gems. I don't know. I'm really enjoying that. But yeah, guys, hopefully you're all really excited for the update. Make sure to stay tuned for update sneak peek day number 2. That sneak peek for Meg is right around the corner, and I know you guys are not going to want to miss it. But yeah, everyone, if you did enjoy the video here today, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, you guys.